Step. And bear with me, guys. These are the first couple matches. Once we get through them, it should be much easier. Rev Step is in the Twitch, I believe. Oh, and there's Damage Force. So here we go. Our first match, and this is our second actual series coming up. So I'm happy it went better. Good, way better. Upbeat, woo woo. Thank you, sir. I'm happy you're happy. I can turn it even lower if you so choose, because in my headphones it doesn't listen that loud. But there's a couple settings that I have to adjust. So we're going to take a quick look at Damage Force on this one. He's running over here with Sword and Focus, Balthazar with Sage Amulet, Fire, Arcane, and Weaver. So a Fire Weaver. We've seen a lot of these, but... oh, whoops, did I not update bracket? Yeah, I did update bracket. Oh, no, I didn't update bracket. Let me update that. Thank you so much for that, Alex. We're going to take a quick look at... oh, I got to update that. Damage Force is moving in, going for the high ground right away. You got Rev Steph. He's got a lot of work cut out for him. He can't stay in the engage too long. He's got to be very, very careful. Poking in and out. Can't get too many Condi burns on him, as he doesn't have too much in the way of Condi cleanse. Kind of, actually. He's a Condi Rev. I thought he was going power. Yeah, you can see he's a Condi Rev here, so it's a slightly different situation for him. It's going to be maybe a sustained game. Let's see what happens. Good exchange coming out from both of them over here. Trying to get that staff 5, mitigating a little bit, or excuse me, sword. There's the sword 3 on top. Damage Force is getting quite low, and when it comes to an alley below half health, this is where he wants to kind of keep the pedal on the gas here, or keep the gas down, and try to keep that pressure onto him. Allies are notoriously good at resustaining on their health here. Just using every kind of skill heals them up slightly, as you can see from Signet of Restoration. Nice exchange going on between the both of them again. And like I said, it's probably going to be a sustained game coming out from the Condi Rev and the Fire Weaver. We got 50 seconds left in the map mechanic. Tries to get the Glint Elite. EV easily mitigates that. Trying to counter with some good Condi. He's got a lot of Torment stacks on him just in the nick of time. He's able to clear that 8 stacks of Torment. He's in a red zone over here. Rev Step sees his opportunity, but he's also got to be careful. He can't get too complacent. Nice stun coming out from Damage Force, but it just wasn't enough. He was really low on CC. Not enough. Just as a best of 3 series as well, guys. We can take a look at that replay really quick. I'll let you guys take a look at that while I go through the brackets to sort them out and make sure that we have everybody adjusted. So that was Kodo who got the first buy, and that was Rev and Damage Force that are going now. Our next match after this series is actually going to be into the quarterfinals. I don't know why you do this to me, Battlefy, but hey, thank you so much for that, man. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Upbeat GFX, thank you for the sub, man. I really do appreciate that, buddy. We reached a nice compromise. I'm happy you're happy. We saw Damage Force last time. I'm going to let him know it's a best of 3. And as I mentioned, some of these guys could be quite new. Woo, update. Thank you for the follow as well, man. I really do appreciate it. Every time you guys click that follow or that subscribe, it's kind of like patting me on the back, letting me know I'm doing a good job. I'm really new to Twitch streaming and shoutcasting. You should hear my first shoutcast. It was pretty rough. Woo. Thank you so much for the Sir Fat Beer. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Oh, you did? So thank you, sub, Trump. Woo! Thank you, Trump. Thank you so much for the sub, guys. I really do appreciate it. Here we go. Let's get right into the action. Tries to get a Glint Elite. Doesn't get it. Counters with some nice burning damage onto him. But he can't convert that. He's got a lot of stacks. Finally, he's able to convert. Rev Step, he's got into Crystal Hibernation to mitigate some damage from Damage Force. Going back in with some big damage. Yeah, Reynold. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Woo. Hey, Owashi. Thank you so much. 2-month subscriber. Thank you so much, Reynold. You are the fucking best, man. Rev Step here looking and a little bit of trouble here. Damage Force has got the advantage. You're really trying to keep the pressure on top of him. The tide has turned, but Rev Step does have his heal available to him. Let's see how he uses it. No, he's actually switched over to Legends. Opted not to use it yet, and just using the W key to kind of mitigate a lot of damage, and that's what's really important. Saving a lot of utility, and sometimes W key is the best option. Damage Force is a little bit of trouble here. He's in the red zone. He doesn't have that big source of heal. He only has that small amount of heal and some decent amount of barrier, but RevStep smells blood. He's going in for the kill. Rev's in really low here. He can't get too complacent. Nice counter damage coming out from Damage Force, but RevStep able to resustain here. Damage Force has got nothing left in the tank. He ends up going down. Let's take a look at that replay, guys. Woo-wee. Rev is pretty flashy. Our next matchup is going to be Vorgotten versus Kodo, guys. It's going to be Vorgotten versus Kodo, I believe. Yep. This is going to be the real first round of the tournament here. We have to get through all those buys and all that good stuff. So now it's going to be Vorgotten versus Koto. Or is that, yeah, that was, Damage Force? RevStep that moves forward. He took 2 games in that 3-0 series. So now we're going to be moving to Koto versus Vorgotten. He should be here. I'm assuming he's here. I know Koto's here. He's right there. There's Vorgotten. So they're both here. Really, really nice stuff. Thank you, gentlemen. And thank you to all the participants coming out. When you're able to enter in really quickly, it kind of keeps the action going. Sorry guys, I'm just updating the bracket. You kind of hear me pause. Let's take a quick look at Vorgotten. He's running on here Soul Beast, Beast Mastery, and Wilderness. He's running a longbow with the Great Sword, Divinity with Demolisher. Interesting, he's going for a lot of that big damage. We got Kodo, who usually runs on Sword, yeah, Sword, Staff. Running Marauder with the Leadership, Devastation, Invocation, Herald. Kodo is a very, very strong rev. He's been in a lot of my tournaments, so I'm very curious to see what happens. Vorgotten, I don't think I've seen him before. No, I don't think I've seen him before. Sorry, guys, cutting out the action. I don't think I've seen him before in my tournaments, and that's what I mean. Every time I do a tournament, I always get a couple new guys, so it's really nice to see them. Nice maul coming out from him. Kodo's under a lot of pressure here, but he still has his heal available to him. Tries to get the Shackling Wave, doesn't do so. Staff 3 to mitigate any damage. Right into a Staff 5, is not able to get the knockdown. Vorgotten's on a lot of pressure, standing right in that AoE. Tries to get the Greatsword block to no avail. Kodo's all over him with the Sword 3. Good job from Kodo over here. And that's what we expect to see from Kodo. He is a veteran. I'll show you the replay while I keep chatting over here, guys. Good job by Kodo. Vorgotten, and like I said, Vorgotten, this is his first tourney. He may have a little bit of the jitters, maybe a little bit of that sweaty palm there, but Kodo is no slouch, so it's a big hill to climb for Vorgotten. But let's see if he can get his composure and come back into the second round. This is what I like about doing a best of 3. Kind of gives you the ability to get kind of those jitters out, get a feel for your opponent, and kind of come back with a strategy. Your head on a little straighter and a little bit more composed. So let's see, Kodo versus Vorgotten. Let's take a quick look at Vorgotten. We did take a look at Vorgotten. We did see if he makes any major changes. As we mentioned, you can't change your 3 traits. Yeah, okay, hold on, guys. Someone wants to see the brackets. I'll drop the brackets for you guys in the Twitch chat so you can follow along with us and see exactly who's going to be participating. We have 18 people participating in this one. So it's actually a quite big, quite a large 1v1. Some people were a little concerned when they signed up a couple hours ago, but I'm like, don't worry, usually in the last hour, even in the last 10 minutes, we get a lot of signups. This is just how the NA scene works, and you got to kind of go with the flow, man. You can't fight it. So Vorgotten using the terrain to his advantage, kind of waiting for his moment of opportunity to strike. He could have used the tier a little bit, but here we go. Kodo trying to get the AoE down, pressuring him off. Nice Sword 3 right into a glint to lead. Really heavy pressure. Good job by Vorgotten, just mitigating a lot of that damage. Kodo coming right back in here. Let's take a look at Kodo's cooldowns here. He has used his heal. A little bit of an opportunity for Vorgotten here to get some damage down onto Kodo, but the heal is coming right back up, and he's very good at baiting out that heal. Nice, right back in with the glint to port. Vorgotten's in a little bit of trouble. He ends up going down. That game goes out to Kodo. Our next match coming up after this, guys. Hold on. Good job, Vorgotten. Thanks so much for coming, by the way, man. I really do appreciate it. Love getting new guys in here. You never know who you're going to find. Oh, guys, it's actually me versus Glitchlich in the next match. You actually get to see the monstrosity that I have created. Call me Lord Frankenstein. Here we go, guys. So it's going to be Glitch versus Mike, which is me. Yeah, let me write it out. Glitch versus Mike. I don't know how this is gonna go, guys. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I hope it goes good. Lord Smoldemort. Is that glitch lit? That is glitch. I'm going to take a look at his build so you guys can see. He's running Corruption, Retribution, Herald. Looks like Condi Sage with Undead, Running Sword, Shield, Mace, Axe. So you guys have an idea. Now you can bask in the glory that is Turret NG. Here we go, guys. First, we'll have to take a quick look. And we're going to take a little break here to take a look at the gloriousness of my build, or what it looks like. Panther on the gloves, birds on the gloves, the wolf on the shoulder, rhino helm, bear on the back, squirrel and raccoon tails with deer antlers, alligator skin on the chest, and we got some lion mane on the boot there. Woo boy. But here, let's take a quick look at what I'm running here, guys. We got inventions, tools, and explosives. Running 4 turrets with the AED on this side. And we got running Demolisher with infiltration. I've been messing around with infiltration. We got Beast Slayer Rifle. Oh, that's the creme de la creme, the coup de grace, if you will. It's exploitation and savagery. Look at this. Look at that. Beast Slayer Rifle, baby, with the animal head on the top. Okay, let's start this bad boy. Ready up to start. Sorry for taking up all your time there, guys. Cross his legs here. Yeah, so many animals. I am all the animals. I'm a hunter, man. I'm a hunter. Woo woo. I tried to get as many animals as I could. So here we go. I don't know how I'm going to do on this, guys. I'm a little rusty. I'm going to try to get the high ground. He's running that Revenant, so he has a lot of gap closers. It's going to be really, really awfully difficult for me. I'm going to try to stay on the shoulder, create a little bit of that LOS, drop a little bit of this guy on the top. Oh, I didn't get that off. I got to be careful with the big burst here. I'm going to wait for him to kind of engage me a bit. There it is. Oh, can I do it? Can he do it? Come on. Come on, you can do it, Turret NG. I don't think I have enough juice. I just don't think I have the juice, guys. I just don't have the juice. He's going to avoid most of my turrets most of the game. I don't know if I got it. That was everything I had, guys. That was it. The juice. Yes, Turret NG pulls it happen. Yeah, I'm the commentator. I'm the commentator. Actually, Upbeat GFX. That's me, the rifle turret NG. Yay, rifle turret NG does it. A lot of CC. Yeah, lots of CC. It's just a CC, a bonanza up in this. Woo woo. So this is your commentator, Oashi, or Bloodhound.1674. You might know me in the game. So here we go again. I only get him once, you know what I mean? Usually I win my first, I'll get lucky if I win my first match. And now he kind of knows what I'm running, so he's a little more curious. He's a little more cautious. I'm not sure if my supply crate is going to reset in time. It should reset. Once again, guys, thanks so much for coming out and watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I'm entertaining for you, and it makes it entertaining for the participators, knowing that they have like a crowd out there watching, you know? So thank you so much. And all the subs and all the follows today, you guys are fucking incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is why I do this kind of stuff. I don't get paid to do it. I'm not even an ArenaNet partner. I get a lot of love from the community. I love this game, and I always play, so I'm like, you know what? Why not and do it? So thank you so much for all the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. Woo woo! Thank you so much. Coolum. I don't know how to pronounce that, buddy. Uh-oh, I'm getting a little distracted here. Oh, I killed all my turrets! I'm lagging? Yeah, I'm lagging. Okay, good. I feel like I'm lagging. Maybe I gotta turn down my graphics just a little bit. I did it, guys! I did it! The turret engine does it! He did it! I think the light kind of helped me, and the confusion of the turrets kind of did everything. Alright, guys, now I'm going to be able to shoutcast. We're going to be moving. Ooh, Lord of Nonsense is one of the top dudes that we've seen in this tournament before. Very, very strong. versus Defender X. Defender, I think I've seen him once or twice inside my tournaments. Let me just update the brackets. I'm going to wait for these two guys to come in. I believe these are the two gentlemen that I've been asking to enter. So I'm going to done report those scars. Yeah, that's victory. Let me take a quick look to make sure. Sometimes I get guys that enter that are not the guys. Yeah, that's Defender X. I haven't seen him too many times, and if I'm not too familiar, they've only entered about one or two of them in the past, so I'm not too sure. Let's see what he's running here. Looks like a Water Weaver. No, Fire Water. Yeah, Fire Water and Weaver. He's running Balthazar with Sage. It looks like he's running with Sword and Focus. Lord of Failure is a very high damage. Usually he's a classic Tools Hollow. We're going to take a quick look after the action. There's a lot of bursts coming out from the Hollowsmith that the Ellie's got to watch out for. There's a lot of Condi coming out from the Ellie that the Hollowsmith has got to watch out for. So it's kind of, they both got their catch-22s, but they both have their kind of ups and downsides. Sorry guys, I didn't word that any better. And that's the Condi that I'm talking about. Good job by Lord of Failure, saving a lot of his Condi for that big burst. Beautiful Prime Light Beam, just laying on the damage over there. Let's take a look at that replay one more time. We're also going to take a look at Lord of Failure's traits and see what he's running over here. He is one of the better Hollowsmith. He's the last one of those guys who's always played Hollow. Yeah, commentator's back. What's up, buddy? He's one of those Hollows that has been playing it for a long time. He's not one of those bandwagon guys where as soon as Hollow got nerfed, you just saw a desolate landscape. No more Hollows over there. Where it was a party every night, now there is nothing. So let's take a quick look at Lord of Failure. He is still here. He is still rocking this guy, Bad Boy Demolisher with the leadership. Tools, yeah, classic Tools Hollow here. Alchemy with Hollowsmith, and he makes it look fantastic. Very, very good at the class. Defender X has got his work cut out for him, but I'm pretty sure this is the second or third time that I've seen him in this tournament. So I'm really happy to have him here, and I'm very curious to see if he continues to come back, because everybody that's a repeat tourney participator just gets better and better and better. It kind of gives them a little extra drive to concentrate on their skills and get just a little more something to go for, Lord of Failure trying to get the Shockwave, doesn't able to capitalize, gets the Photon Blitz right afterwards. A lot of pressure coming on Kael'th over here. He's not able to mitigate most of that. He's able to resustain. He does have one Twist of Fate available to him. He's got a lot of utility left. Here he goes for his big damage. He's trying to get that big CC on Lord of Failure, but he's got to get the damage down. There's no burning whatsoever. Lord of Failure, lots of pressure onto Lord of Failure. He's trying to back out. He does have the healing turret to resustain. Kael'th's in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't want to stand in that engage, and that's Lord of Failure that gets the big down on that one. Let's take a look at that replay, guys. Alright, I'm going to take a look at the brackets one more time. Look at the brackets. Shorts versus Crisis Guardian. Ooh, this is going to be a good one, guys. Shorts has been in a lot of my tournaments. He's done a lot of the 1v1s, 2v2s. Recently, he's been in a lot of them. So it's very nice to see this caliber of skill coming into our tournaments. He's very, very good. And he also streams as well, guys. I highly recommend, if you like Guild Wars 2 and if you like playing Mesmers or things of that nature, I highly recommend checking out this guy. Really, really strong. Very, very knowledgeable. Knows what he's talking about. Been in the game for a long time. That's him. Let's take a quick look at his build over here. And same with, on the other hand, Crisis Guardian. He's been in a lot of my tournaments, especially 1v1 and 2v2. He's a veteran, so he knows what's going on. He understands. And we haven't seen the map mechanic yet, but I mean, you might see it here. Let's see if he's going for that burst. Yeah, he is. Demo with Rune of the Herald, actually. Going Scepter Sword with Staff on this one. Chaos, Dueling, and Mirage. Let's take a quick look at Crisis Guardian. Going with the classic core guard, Radiance, Valor, and Virtues. This could not get more classic. I really, really do like it. Actually, over here, he's running with Hammer. Is that Hammer I see? Yeah, Hammer, my boy Crisis. Sword and Focus, Traveler with a Marauder's Amulet. He's a little bit rusty. He's been in a long hiatus. I haven't seen him in a long time. He used to be very frequent participator in my tournaments, but I haven't seen him in at least a month or something like that. So this is There's going to be a little bit of ring rust involved, but welcome back, Crisis. It's always a pleasure to see your face in these tournaments. You'd have yet to fail to entertain us. So here we go, Crisis Guardian versus Shorts, but this is going to be a tough welcome back game, I tell you what. Shorts is already probably pretty warmed up. He's been playing in a lot of these tournaments, putting a heavy pressure down. He tries to get that nice job from Crisis, getting that immob, dropping that, so I think it's the ring of warding from the hammer. Excellent job. Just kind of keeping his opponent exactly where he wanted to be. There was no way that Shorts was going to get out. And that Shorts is no slouch, so for him to be able to capitalize and be able to get that little trick down was pretty smooth on his part. Trying to keep the pressure onto him. He's doing quite well so far. Now, Shorts is also very, very dangerous, kind of waiting for his opportunity to strike. Crisis Guardian just keeping the pressure. Nice ring of warding again, but just unfortunately slightly out of range, but he's actually blocked his exit. Now he's over here trying to get his heal. Shorts is on the run over here. He gets the Ray of Judgment. This might be enough. Holy shit. Crisis Guardian, ring rust. Ring rust, what are you talking about? This guy is the ring. Good job by Crisis Guardian on this one. Coming out with the hammer, completely taking White Shorts by surprise. But as I mentioned, White Shorts is one of the top tier, the echelon guys. He's very, very good. And to be honest, not to toot his horn here, but as one of the elite players, he is a super, super, super nice dude. So big ups to you, Shorts. And like I said, he's not going to take this sitting down. I gotta say, it was a sick ring. Yeah, it was a really, really nice ring. Really, both of his rings were really nice. One of them, even though it kind of didn't work fully to what he wanted, it actually kind of worked in retrospect because it blocked Shorts' exit, and he couldn't get away, and he had to kind of sit there and sustain through some more damage. So let's take another look at White Shorts and see if he makes any major changes to his build. Doesn't look like it. Maybe, oh yeah, it looks like he's gone off staff, and he's gone with a sword pistol on this one with Scepter Sword. Very interesting changes here. And sometimes you don't even have to change your build, just your playstyle, the way you engage, the way you try to bait your opponent, these things. Sorry, guys. I always try to get a couple substitutes throughout the tournament because I know that at least I'm going to miss one or two people. There's no doubt. Every single tournament, there's always one or two people minimum that don't show up. So I always try to get a couple of substitutes. And I was just talking to Alex. You see him in the Discord with me all the time. Really, really nice dude. He's just seeing if we need any subs. A little bit of lag there. I'm not sure what happened on my end. But here we go. Shorts is trying to stay back here, allowing Crisis Guardian, giving him a lot more respect this round, not engaging too hard. Crisis closing the gap really quick with that Sword 3, trying to get the Zealot's defense. He does have Shield of Wrath as well. Shield of Warding to kind of exit the escape. He's not able to connect on that. Shorts is getting a little wiser now. He's like, nah, not today. He knows it's on cooldown, so he does have the ability to kind of have his free reign now. He's not able to really capitalize on too much damage over here onto Card, and there he is. Now he's able to get some damage down. Crisis Guardian at 50% health. He does have his renewed focus that just did proc. His Litany of Wrath is coming up. White Shorts doing a great job of sustaining and keeping the pressure up onto Crisis. Just kind of baiting and kiting, using the tiers to his full advantage, and this is exactly what I expected. Crisis Guardian in a little bit of trouble here, but Shorts really, really keeping up the pressure, kind of getting the feel for his opponent and what his playstyle is, adjusting slightly and changing over from staff on that one. Crisis Guardian is a little bit now. Let's see if he can get any counter pressure going. Tries to get the immob. He doesn't have Ring of Warding up yet, so it's a lot of his counter or sustain. Ooh, big damage coming out from White Shorts getting the down on that. Let's take a quick look. And this is exactly why, sorry guys, I always got to fade in and out like that. But this is exactly why I like best of 3 series. So the first guy wins the first game, and then the loser has to kind of adjust. And then the loser adjusts very well, ends up winning the second game, and now it's time for the other loser to adjust. So it kind of, a lot of this like chess play going on, not only with the actual mechanics of the builds, but like when you're actually fighting, but what kind of changes you're going to make to your build to kind of counter your opponent, you know? And that's what I really like about the best of 3. When a best of 1, you can kind of get cucked. Like you would have seen White Shorts right there if it was a best of 1, lost that first match. And you know what I mean? It wouldn't have been as entertaining in my opinion. I don't think Crisis has made any changes to Rune of the Traveler. I think he's still got Rune of the Traveler just for that speed to kind of keep up with his opponent, make sure that he can keep that pressure and keep that damage up. Guardians are notoriously slow, so they're always using Rune of the Lynx or something of that nature to keep them up. Mind you, when I run my Guardian, I don't usually run anything like that. I just run Rune of the Strength and YOLO, big dick damage. Here we go, Crisis Guardian. I'm going to be watching Crisis Guardian for this one to see how he kind of counters. He's running short shield, tries to go with shield absorption. He's not able to connect. There's his Zealots. Short's doing a good job of mitigating over here. I'm waiting for that hammer to come out. See how he's able to set up that line of warding, ring of warding. He's trying to get him a little softer, trying to close the gap here a little early. It's almost like he's nervous and trying to catch him. Let's take a quick look at Shorts on this one. He still has a lot of his cooldowns. Big damage onto Crisis. He's in a little bit of trouble. He has used Renewed Focus. This is White Shorts' opportunity. The window is open. He's starting to get a little bit of health back from Litany of Wrath, trying to keep the pressure onto Shorts. Nice stored evasion. Trying to counter pressure again. Zealot's defense, not able to get anything. Good terrain usage over here by Shorts, just forcing Crisis Guardian up and down, closing the gaps, kind of just being a nuisance, you know, but getting him to focus on other things aside from his skills. Nice job. Actually, we're getting pretty close over here. Shorts is really low. Crisis Guardian here. Window of opportunity, man. I always say this, but nice counter pressure coming out from White Shorts over here. What's going to happen? 45 seconds left. A lot left. He's pretty far away from his heal. He's got 5 seconds left to False Oasis. I believe you have False Oasis. Crisis Guardian is kind of low. Nice evasion by White Shorts over here. Nice poke and prod. Ring of Warding gone up. Oof. He's maybe trying to create a little bit of distance. He's resustaining now. Crisis Guardian does. Let's take a quick look at Crisis Guardian's cooldowns on this one. Oh, sorry, guys. He doesn't have much. Litany of Wrath is coming up. He does have Contemplation of Purity. That's going to be pretty crucial right at that moment. There was a lot of stacks of Torment that could have spelled disaster. He is still in Hammer. He's got to wait for the swap into Sword to pour it up. So he's kind of left at bay here. Shorts is looking pretty good over here. Renewed Focus is actually right back up. So he can use with Resolve and then go into the Renewed. Kind of waiting a little longer. Good job by Crisis, not getting too impatient. Litany of Wrath used. Just clutch over here. Now we're into the map mechanic. There's no more healing involved. White Shorts is at 78%. Oh my lord, guys. And if you can see, there's a green mist. I'll explain that in a minute. I'm just going to let them just see what the next fights are. Ooh, I haven't updated these brackets. Ooh, lord, zut alors. Alright, let's just go find out who the next match is first, guys, here. Our next match is going to be See You Again versus Reb Step. See You Again versus Reb Step. I'll explain the map mechanic in a minute. So it's See You Again versus Rev Step. That was Crisis Guardian in Shorts in a Game 3 series. That's, I think, our first or second Game 3 that we've seen today. Really exciting. A lot of good fights at the end there. A lot of good back and forth. Really good counter. A lot of good patience as well coming out from both of the opponents. And good kudos to you, Crisis Guardian, shaking off that ring rust, coming in real strong. That was really nice, especially Game 1, catching it by surprise. So this is See You Again. This is Rev Step. We haven't seen See You Again in the tournament yet. We have seen Rev Step. So we're going to take a quick look at See You Again. It looks like he's running over here on Mirage. He's running with Knight's Amulet, Rune of the Undead. Mirage. No, when you gain Mirage, you also lose into Infinite Illusions. I don't know if I can consider this Condi. What do you guys think? It is his first time. I See You Again. I think it's his first time. I'm gonna let it slide for this one. I'm gonna let it slide. So here we go. Rev Step has already participated in one of them, so he's already fresh. And then we got Say You Stay. It's kind of cold, coming right out of the freezer here. Let's see how he does. He's doing a good job, keeping a lot of pressure on the Condi. I don't know if I'm gonna allow this Condi Mirage in here. He's running Knights here, and it's not a Condi Amulet. I'm kind of torn here. See You Again, trying to keep the pressure onto him, but he does. Rev Step is running Condi as well, I think. Yeah, he is running Condi. Running with a peculiar amulet. Ooh, nice. We have a substitute for Alex Goff over here. A nice, strong substitute as well. Rev step over here, trying to keep the pressure onto him. We got a minute left. Good, it's a good sustain coming out from the Mirage. Okay, so it is Condi Mirage, as I suspected, guys. This is what I pretty much thought. I wasn't sure. I'm trying to avert your eyes from the cancer that is Condi Mirage. Expectate. It's pretty much, it's... I'm kind of torn here. Yeah, Condi Mirage is bad, Brand. He's trying to get, he's basically trying to, he's trying to bypass rules. Please change. There we go. So he's going to be changing, guys. I was a little kind of on the fence on whether that was Condi or that wasn't Condi. So I asked someone who's a professional, not I can't say professional, but really, really knowledgeable on Mesmer, and they gave me their input. They told me, you know, that's Condi. So we're going with that's Condi. Yeah, if you look on the Battlefy Upbeat GFX, every person who signs up, before they click I agree to sign up, they see the rules. So all the rules are posted. So before anybody signs up, you have to click I agree and then click accept, and then you'll be signed up into the tournament. And on that I agree page, you will see the tournament rules, where the tournament is being held, the password, so all is that. It's just Condi Mirage. I don't like Condi Mirage. I've never liked Condi Mirage. It's just really, really not a thing that I've liked. It just kind of deteriorates from the 1v1. So I allowed them a lot in the past, and they just kind of happen. What you saw there, kind of sustained game, running around, porting, not doing much, not counter pressuring, just kind of sustaining, porting, sustaining, involving, sustaining, and there's not much going on. So I just don't really like it. So here we go. He's actually swapped over to Ranger, and I don't mind this. He's going with a lot of damage here. He's got the Mighty Greatsword, Longbow, running speed, and Demolisher. Looks like he's got Beast Mastery, Wilderness, and Soul Beast. Keeping his range over here on Rev Step. Rev Step does have a couple ports to close the gap, but good job by the Ranger over here, just creating that zone for the Rev to kind of force him to get easy cleave damage on top of him. Again, the Ranger going for that big creating that gap. That's exactly what he wants to do while he's in Longbow. Now he's swapped over to Greatsword, looking to close the gap now and going for the melee range offensive. Got the Greatsword, trying to get the Maul. Nice Maul lands up, but good counter pressure coming out from Rev. Nice Condi damage, tries to get the Worldly Impact. Nice Sword 3, right to kind of mitigate that. Rev Stev's in a little bit of trouble. Let's take a quick look at his cooldowns over here. He's got Swap Legends. I'm not sure how he's doing on his heal. Good job coming out from both of them. We got a minute left in the map mechanic. And as I mentioned, when the map mechanic heal comes, there is no healing. You cannot heal anymore. That's virtually impossible. The mechanic of the map doesn't allow you to heal. And as well, there's an AoE effect that comes from both spawn areas and that little area over here where the two doors are that just encroaches onto the entire area, forcing the duel to an end. Nice range by the Ranger over here. Doing really, really, really good. I don't think I've seen CU again before, but he's already showing an impressive performance. You can tell by his gameplay and his trickery, trying to use that Condi Mirage, that he's quite skilled and knowledgeable in the game. Rev Step's got his work cut out for him. Nice pressure. Good barrage. Saved by the shoulder of the steps over there. Created the LOS, so he couldn't get that rapid fire on top of him. He's still got the bird, trying to keep that pressure. Going in, keeping a little bit of that projectile hate, trying to heal up. He does have his heal coming up. He's got to be a little patient and try to bait it in. In comes the Ranger. Good job on the bait, trying to get him to come up. Right, good job. Worldly impact. Goes right in for the big damage. Nice heal onto rev step. We got 0 seconds left. Beautiful timing on the heal. He's starting off at 100% to 50% on damage. This is going to be difficult for rev step to kind of resustain. Here, I'll kind of back it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about the AoE. You can see the AoE over here, the AoE over here, and the AoE over here that's eventually encroaching onto the entire area. And there's Macarena's getting the big barrage onto rev step, getting the down. That's game 1 going over to the Ranger. Good job, him. Good job for him. And there's a lot of tactics that are used, and you'll see a lot of funny ones when it comes down to Deadeyes. That was a toxic 1v1. It was pretty toxic 1v1. It was a great job by the Ranger. He did his job exceptionally well, and that's exactly what he wants to do. When he's in longbow, stay away, create that distance, force the rev to come to him, create a channel or a tunnel where he only has one area to come through, and annihilate him with a barrage of damage. And that's exactly what he did. And when the gap was a little too hard for him to create, he just swapped over to Greatsword and said, you want to go melee? We're going to go melee. And he did a really good job on that. Now, Red Step, let's see how he kind of counters this pressure. He's got to kind of use the terrain to his advantage, kind of use the LOS, trying to bait the Ranger in to come close. Maybe even use the spawn point. And this is a tactic that we see often with Deadeyes. You'll see, especially with Sora or Clown when he enters into these 1v1s, you'll see a lot of the time there is 0 action throughout the entire duel, aside from when they're forced to come out of the spawn areas. You'll see the opponent kind of just hide right over here in the spawn area and try to get the Deadeye to come in, because the Deadeye doesn't want to fight in that kind of closed, confined quarters where he can just AoE the area and kind of get ricochet damage to get him. So you kind of see a kind of a stall tactic where they're both kind of clever and he doesn't want to go in and he doesn't want to come out, and you get kind of that weird tactic. But there's always weird things that you see, and that's why we put a time limit, and the map mechanic is involved, so it doesn't allow those things to get out of control. It's a great tactic coming out from the Ranger. He's doing a great job reporting. Nice job from Red Shop trying to keep the pressure. And this is exactly what he's trying to do, trying to bait him into these channeled areas. Rev Step trying to get the counter pressure, trying to get the Glen Elite. Nice evasion coming out from Macarena's, trying to create a little bit more of that gap. Trying to get that damage down on Macarena's. Good job with that pushback, trying to get that barrage as well. And y'all can also use the barrage. It's only as well good for AoE effect, but it also puts that cripple on top of him, allowing him that ability to create even more distance. Going into Greatsword to try to exchange blows for him. Nice Sword 3 coming out from Red Step. Good job by Mac to kind of create that distance. He's kind of stuck in this area. Red Step has got to kind of choose to use that choke to try to keep him in that spot, force him either in or out, and not letting him make an easy decision. Macarena's again trying to kite away. Macarena's does have a kind of nice stun coming out from Rev Step over here, trying to keep the pressure onto him just before Troll Engine comes up. That was a beautiful play by Rev Step, a nice counter. Let's watch that on the replay once again. And this is exactly why I like a best of threes. Great job by Rev Step, kind of countering, going through the areas, waiting for his ports. Beautiful stun at the end. That was very, very nice. And you can see the Troll Engine is just fractions of seconds away of being able to be procced. But that was a good job by Rev Step, forcing it into a game 3. Super excited for this. So there's Rev Step. And see you again. I'm not sure who this guy is. I think it might be the first or second time that I see him in my tournament, but he's already a little trolly, so I'm definitely going to keep my eye on him. But he was actually, to be honest, when I told him that he couldn't play Mirage, he immediately said, no problem, I'll switch to Ranger. Didn't make any stink, didn't make any fuss. It was more the other people that were saying, you know, Knights is not Condi. He didn't say anything. He was just like, yeah, okay, no problem. But I guess he kind of knew what he was attempting to do. He had Knights, the Rune of the Undead. He was just trying to stack a lot of Condi. Oh, that's who it is. That's who it is. Okay. I'll keep the identity confidential, but I really enjoy this person a lot, to be honest. Now that I know who it is, it all makes a whole shitload of sense. So I'm super happy to have them participating in this one. They're always very, very strong competitors. They have participated in my tournaments before. Always really good at sports. As you can see, like I said, they immediately changed. It wasn't an issue. So really nice stuff coming out from them. Nice barrage coming out from RevStep's got his work cut out from. Nice job dropping that big AoE again, forcing Macanis to come fight in that AoE that he dropped down. RevStep trying to go for that counter damage. He's still got Troll Engine available to him. He doesn't have his heal. He can't swap Legend. He does swap Legends. The heal is procced up. Oh, no, nice job by RevStep. Kind of waiting for that heal, trying to bait him into it. Macarenas is being very, very careful, making sure that he doesn't get baited into that. He just made him completely nullify that glint heal from RevStep. He goes into Crystallized Hibernation to kind of force him off a little bit, waiting for that glint heal to come up. Great stacks of Torment onto Macarenas. He can't get them off. He finally manages to do so, but in doing so, oh no, he's still good on utility, actually. He didn't waste too much utility. Nice maul coming out from Macarenas. RevStep just didn't have enough, and that's I See You Again who takes it. Kudos to you, sir. Really, really, really nice job. Now we're going into our next match, which is going to be Kale Laviva versus Chrome. Kale Laviv. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to try to spell it right, too. Kale Laviv versus Chrome. That was a really, really, really good match. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Good counterplay by RevStep. Very impressive performance by RevStep. And See You Again is no slouch of a player. He's a veteran Guild Wars 2 player. Been playing it for a long time. He's actually pretty big on the Twitch stream, to be honest. Really nice dude. Very entertaining dude. So here's Caleb. He is actually here. So sweet. This is guy. I think he's new. Let me check his account name here. Yeah, Incarnate. We have a lot of new guys here today, guys. Really happy to see that. Really, 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 really happy to see that. So now we're waiting for... Who is it? Chrome. Where is Chrome? Let's see if he's in the Discord. No, he's not there. Maybe he bowed out. I'll give him a bye if this Chrome doesn't show up. Let's see if he's inside here. No, I don't think Chrome is going to be showing up. Nope. Giving bye in 1 minute. So we're going to give him a bye in 1 minute. Chrome versus, I'm going to say his name one more time, guys. So take this time to go to the bathroom, get your food, do what you must, do your little things there. I'm actually going to take this time to go to the bathroom really quick, so I'll be back very, very, very shortly, guys. Alright guys, doesn't look like Chrome's here, so we're going to be giving him the bye, and we're going to be moving on to our next match, which is going to be Rainy versus Hanunu, which is a really, really good fight. So bye is given to Kiev. Next match, Rainy versus Hanunu. This is going to be a doozy. This one's really, really going to be a good match, man. I'm really excited to see who wins this one. And that's the bye that's given to Khalif. Chrome is not here, unfortunately. That's just the way she goes, man. So there's Rainy, and I believe Hanunu is going to be here. I hope Hanunu is here. This will be the second one that doesn't show up, which is going to be unfortunate. But let's see if he does show up. We only have this match and one more match after this, which will be the last match in the second round. Then we'll be moving into the quarterfinals, and everybody should be there, so we won't be getting any more of this kind of delay in the fight. Let me see if Hanunu, if I can find them anywhere. What the fuck? He's swapping account and see what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna give him a minute, see if he can swap accounts fast enough. Apparently he entered on 2 accounts. I'm not sure, but we'll soon find out. And if not, Rainey gets the buy. And this is why I kind of try to make it as quick as possible so these guys don't have the opportunity to do things like that. But we'll see what happens. Giving him 1 more minute. Let me see if Storms is still here. I think Storms is still here. We might even have a buy in our last match as well, guys. Not sure who Zen Iluum is, but I haven't seen him before, so it makes me a little nervous. So Rainey gets. I'm going to give Rainey the buy, and we're just going to move forward here, guys. Especially considering the last match in the second round might be a buy as well. Storms versus Zen Ilium. So this is our next match, Storms versus Zen Ilium. I know Storms is here, Rainstall, they're both here. Woo, woot, woot, they're both here, guys. So get to see some action here today. Alright, alright, alright. Let's take a look at Storms. Storms is a very, very strong competitor. He's been in Guild Wars 2 for a long time. He's been in a hiatus here and there. He's always in and out, but always dominating, always very strong. He's running Warrior. I don't see him play Warrior too often. He's usually running on Mirage. Like big burst Mirage or core Mesmer. Defense, discipline, and spellbreaker. He's got axe, shield with a hammer on this side. Zen Ilium, I don't know who this is. He's running great sword with axe, focus. Ooh, Reaper, what is this? Paladin and Rune of the Strength. He's running Reaper with soul reaping and spite. I don't see Reapers anytime in my tournaments. Very, very few and far in between. Right now, Storms is really giving him the works here. Getting that rampage down, I believe, and getting the big damage with the big viscerate at the end. Getting the down, and that's Storms that takes game 1. Running Warrior, I rarely see him running Warrior. Let's take a look at Zen Ilium. What's his name? Novantis. He is definitely new to my tournaments. Welcome to Zen Novantis. I'm really happy that you joined into the tournament, buddy. And it's unfortunate that you have to fight the big boy reinstall Ward, which is Storms. But those are the breaks, man. Welcome to the tournaments. He is definitely a strong one. Yeah, definitely really, really, really tough. And especially when he tries to go in for, like what you said, Alex, when he tries to go for the engage toe-to-toe, he does have a lot of damage, but there's so much pressure and CC coming out of Reinstall Warrior, and he probably does have the boon removal. So we're waiting for them both to start up. Yeah, CDs reset after every game. So here we go into game 2, reinstall Warrior, going right into the quick rampage, and that's a smart move actually because the timer is only 2 minutes, so as soon as if he does make it to timer, he has another rampage available to him. Rock Throw gets the CC, trying to keep the pressure onto him. Zen's not able to build any Shroud. He's in the danger zone over here. No Shroud available to him. He does use the Chilling to try to get some distance. He does have his heal available to him, getting some counter pressure onto him, but Reinstall Warrior is just shrugging most of it off. Trying to build any Shroud he can, but he can't get anything to get counter pressure up, not even enough to get into Shroud, and down Reinstall goes. Good job by Reinstall. Nice effort by Zen. Kudos to you, sir. So that's Storms that moves forward. Now we're moving into the quarterfinals, I believe, guys. Yeah, these are the quarterfinals. Our first match into the quarterfinals is going to be Kodo versus me. Oh no, Kodo versus me. This is going to be tough. And that's Storms that takes his game. Let me just adjust the bracket there. Oh, I got to adjust that bracket too. That's Rainy that moved forward. So a lot of little things that I got to do in the interim. So it's Kodo versus me. I'm going to enter into the arena, so who knows. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just adjusting these brackets. I'll post the brackets for you as well, so you can see who's already participated, who's going to be participated. And that's Storms that took that in game 2. Good job to you, Sir Storms. Let's go back to the brackets. Copy, paste. I'll post the brackets for you here. So there's Kodo, he's ready. I am ready, guys. I'm running my Funny Turd NG here. He's running Demolisher with Rune of Infiltration. I'm not sure why I run Rune of Infiltration. I got Savagery with Exploitation, Inventions, Tools, and Explosives. I feel like I'm lagging. I got him with my trickery of the AED. Get him, boys! Get him, boys! He's destroying all my stuff. Get away from me, Kodo, you beast. Foul cretin! I gotta keep him away just in time. Oh no, I'm in big trouble here. Yeah, big trouble. Big trouble! I know a Reaper who runs Rune of Undeath and kites until he has Shroud built up in 1v1s. Yeah, you got a really, really... Kite ability for Reaper is pretty crucial. Kind of like Guardian. So here we go to game 2. I almost got the little surprise on Kodo with the AED. He didn't know I had AED. Thought he was going to get that easy peasy win on me. I got the counter pressure with the supply crate. But I didn't do good on my opener there. He got a lot of pot shots onto me, which didn't work out really nice. So here we go again. I'm going to try again. Oh, I guys got to stare at my fashion again. Look at this. I'm fully decked out in animals. I got the rhino horns, the 4 birds, the 2 leopards, the alligator skin on my chest, the wolf on my shoulders, the bear on my back, the raccoon, squirrel tails, deer antlers. What else? I got lion, a puma mane around my boots. Oh, and my weapon, guys. Check it out. The beast slayer. I got like some sort of wild animal lion head on my weapon here. Truly swag. Thank you, Randy. Oh, and look at my mini. It's just as big as me. Get over here, mini. Look at that. Me and my mini. Am I at the right door? You know how many times I've tried to get out of the arena, waiting for the door to open, not realizing that I'm standing at the wrong door? There we go. I'm going to try to close the gap quick. I'm going to get onto this guy. This guy has a no port, so this guy will give me a little bit of an advantage against him. He's trying to burst me really quick, but that's not happening. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble here. No, valiant effort. I tried, boys. I tried. That's Kodo that moves forward. It's going to be next Lord of Nonsense versus Shorts, guys. This is the quarterfinals, and these are the matches we've all been waiting for. These are a lot of good matches coming up. I guarantee you they're all going to be really, really fun. Lord versus Shorts. So that's Kodo. They update the bracket there so he gets to move forward. We are going to be having a 3rd place match, guys. We've had 18 participants in this tournament today. Really nice stuff all the way around. So let's take a quick look over here at Shorts. He's still running on his Chaos Dueling and Mirage. He's running with Great Sword, Sword, Infiltration with Demolisher. Lord of Failure running our classic Rifle Tools Hollow. Running Leadership with Demolisher. He's got Tools, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith on this one. These are both top competitors. Very strong players in PvP. Usually always finishing quite high. Very curious to see how well they do here and what kind of strategy they implement when they go against each other. Lord of Failure and both of them giving each other a lot of respect, understanding the skill that comes out of both of them. So they're not going to make any foolish mistakes. Waiting for the engage. And the opener is going to be huge. I think we're going to see a lot of like that hit and run tactic here. They're going to bet damage, kind of back out, re-engage, kind of resustain, get a good feel. Nice bait over there from Shorts, just sending his clones in. They're trying to get Lord of Failure to use a couple cooldowns. The Lord of Failure is no slouch. Like I said, he's been playing this game for a long time, and same with Shorts. So this is why it's going to be a very good matchup. Barn burner is what we like to call them. Nice pushback coming out from Shorts, trying to get that pressure. Good evade coming out from Lord of Failure, using that hollow leap as well to create a little distance. Shockwave to make sure that his opponent isn't around. He's got a little bit of time before that healing turret. Window of opportunity for Shorts over here. Lord of Failure is trying to get out. He doesn't have any oh shit button. He's gone for full DPS. There's the healing turret just in the nick of time. He's able to sustain. He does drop the rifle turret to try to keep the pressure up, but there's so many clones around. There's just nothing he can do. Let's take a look at that replay, and that's Shorts that takes it. It's going to be really hard for Lord of Failure, I think, for this one. Maybe a tactic he could use is try to lure him into a smaller area where a lot of his AoE damage from Shockwave, Corona Burst, all those good guys can kind of negate most of the clones, and he can get some kind of pressure. But it's going to be hard to kind of coax Shorts into a smaller confined space. He's a very professional player, very good player, very knowledgeable is what I want to try to say. So he's not probably going to get lured into a tactic like that. But maybe this game, he does have the game advantage, so maybe he'll go a little more balls to the walls and be a little more gutsy, but we're about to find out here. Lord of Failure versus White Shorts here. I was about to say Lord of Shorts. Now let's see Lord of Failure, how he compensates on this one. He's still running with a rifle turret, opting for it. Now, this is something I think he could change if he so chooses. Rifle turret, me being a professional turret NG, knowing that rifle turret's pretty sporadic. It won't really focus on Shorts himself, per se. Maybe he is looking for that extra cleave, and maybe the stacks of fury or whatever it does. And there's no buff that's given from it either. Trying to get the static discharge. Nice use of terrain by Shorts, mitigating most of that static discharge. Just trying to cleave as much as he can. Lord of Failure just shoot piston into the wind a little bit over here. Good job by Shorts. Just mitigating most of that damage. Lord of Failure looking for the LOS in the spawn area. Trying to regain his composure. Trying to figure out a new game plan. Shorts just waiting outside the door like the big bad wolf. Little pig, let me in. Here he comes, trying to get the overcharge, doesn't connect, does have the healing turret, goes into the shockwave. This is exactly what we were talking about. Luring him into the smaller area, beautiful bait by Lord of Failure, and this is not where Lord of Shorts wants to be. And this is exactly what we were talking about, guys. He got his first real good offensive on that one, but Lord of Shorts just had way more utility on it. Lord of Failure wasn't able to soften him up. Nice prime light beam right inside that choke area. He's standing right inside the AoE. Lord of Shorts going in for the big jump shot. He does have the hip shot and the particular accelerator on top of it. He's looking for the kill over here. 45 seconds. Shorts is really closed in. Trying to get away, gets the overcharge and the blunderbuss. Really beautiful tactic coming out from Lord of Failure over there. And that's exactly what we were talking about, trying to lure him in. And now you saw Lord of Failure kind of, maybe it was his tactic to kind of sit at a low health, kind of bait Shorts in, always kind of sitting at about 30, 40. Shorts is like, you know what, let me finish this off, going in for the aggressive kill, baiting him in, getting a lot of big DPS, and getting him to use a lot of his utility and cooldown. So as soon as he used all that, then you saw Lord of Failure come in with that big prime light beam, and that's what started to set off the downward spiral for Shorts. That prime light beam. It was still recoverable, but that prime light beam, and then the jump shot on top, and then just staying on top of him, the pressure and pressure. And I'm already using the utility from that little scrap that he had when he first entered into that confined area. Let's see if he's able to do something of that nature. There are little areas like that throughout the map that he can use, like this one in this spawn area. He can use the other one in the spawn area. He can move all the way to the end over here, which is also really nice if he can tactically use this corner. There's a lot of little spots that you can use to your advantage. Just comes down to your skill, and that's what I like about this map the most. A lot of people don't like it. There's a lot of terrain involved, but that's what wins the duels, terrain, and that's what it really kind of promotes, your usage of it. Lord of Failure, he does have that photon wall. I believe he had photon wall in the other match. I'm not entirely sure. I believe he did. A lot of pressure coming out from both sides. Lord of Failure resustaining. Nice prime light beam. He sees Lord Shorts at a little bit of a deficit. Nice pushback coming out from him. He's not able to resustain from that. He's used a lot of his cooldown. He doesn't have much left. False Oasis is just about to come up. Let's take a look at Lord of Failure's cooldowns. The healing turret is coming. Lord of Failure is kind of sitting back. He's being a little bit patient. He was able to catch him. Eastburn has a new turret. What? The rifle turret. I didn't know the rifle turret got him. I did not know that. Nice jump shot. Very weird automation on that. He got it cocked on this edge there, letting him cascade a little slower. Nice burst coming out, Lord of Fair. Good counter pressure coming right at him. Catching Shorts with his pants down, or his shorts down, if you will. Good job by Lord Failure. Tries to get the overcharge. Doesn't connect. Now there's a lot of pressure coming out onto him. We got 40 seconds left in the map mechanic. False Oasis does come. Is it going to be enough? He does manage to get it off. Jump shot right on top of him. Good pressure onto Lord of Failure. He's trying to keep that cleave. Corona Burst has been procced. Lord of Failure does get the down on Shorts. Let's see that one more time. Holy shit. What an epic match. And as I mentioned, guys, that did not fail to entertain. Both of these guys are really, really, really strong. And this is what I expected. And the next one's going to be another good one. That's Kaylee. Actually, I don't know what this one's going to be, to be honest. This is my man over here. See you again. Our little memer. See you again. Versus Kaylee. Yeah, they're both have entered in. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I really do appreciate that. We're going to take a quick look at their builds. So I'm going to let you look at that while I update the brackets. That was Lord of Nonsense, taking that in a game 3, 2-1. Very spectacular from both sides. Really, really good matches. If you guys want to play Hollow or if you want to play Mesmer, those are the two guys to watch. I'm going to be putting this video into my highlights videos later on as well, so you guys can keep an eye on that as well. So thank you so much for watching, by the way, guys. I really do appreciate all the follows, all the subscribes that I've gotten today. Really, really awesome. All the support that I get from you guys. Fucking incredible. I'm a really new streamer. About 3 or 4 months I've been doing this. You should take a look at my first one, man. It was pretty rough, but we're only getting better. And with your support, man, I'm just encouraged to keep going and going more and more and more. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love today so far, man. We still have a lot of action ahead of us, so keep your seatbelts on here, guys. To take a quick look, Strength, Discipline, and Spellbreaker. He's running Dagger, Shield with Greatsword. He's got Strength with Demolisher. Let's take a look at my man over here, Mechanist. He's got Longbow with Greatsword, running Speed and Demolisher. The Meme Dream, Beast Mastery, Wilderness, and Soul Beast. He is a master of usage of terrain over here. Look at the finesse that he's going to portray here. Goes in with the stealth. But Kaylee, but we haven't seen him really in any competitive matches so far. Let me just take a quick look at this bracket. I don't want to miss any matches, so I'm going to keep the corner of my eye on it. Let me take a look at Kaylee and how he's done so far in his bracket. He's gotten buys all the way through, so we haven't been able to see any of his his gusto or his action over here. But this is the first opportunity, and it's unfortunate that's all the way in the quarterfinals where Mechanus is already pretty warmed up, and Caleb hasn't had any matches. Tries to get the I believe that was a rush or the shield bash. Mechanus doing a spectacular job mitigating, creating that big distance, and using that terrain. Once again, perfect execution. Caleb has no way of closing that gap. He does have maybe a Trailblaze that he can throw at him, but there's no way for him to close that gap. Mechanus is kind of sitting up top, and it might be Caleb's, he might be pretty new. Like I said, he's very new to my tournaments. I haven't seen him before, and he hasn't participated in any matches so far, but that's a nice barrage coming out from Mechanus. Caleb goes down. So welcome to the tournaments, Caleb. I hope you do come back. It's unfortunate that, like I said, that you came all the way so late. So you're already fighting a really strong guy, and you got buys all the way through. But at least you're participating. I really do appreciate that. No, I've never done Node 1v1 Tourney Trump. It's something I have considered, but also at the same time, there's just way, way, way too many people complaining. You know, when I do sometimes what I'll do is I'll go into a 1v1 arena and I'll start giving gold to someone who wins a lot. So whoever beats that guy will get 10 gold. And it's like a 1v1 node fight. But what ends up happening is a lot of guys start getting upset, saying, no, he wasn't on the node, he kited too far, or this and that, and this and that. So there's a lot of politics involved in those type of things. But what I'm really considering doing is going into Conquest and not having any objectives, but just 5v5 Conquest mode. So you just basically, the kills are what gets you the points, and the kills are what gets you the win. So it's just 5v5 on that big, huge open field, and there's no mechanics involved. It's just kill based. Yeah, first to 100. Nice job. We're trying to get the shield bash onto Caleb. We got the action over here. I'm going to go back to the Twitch chat in a minute, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off or cut myself off. Nice going in for that big. Trying to go for that cleave. Does have the Trailblaze. Trying to combo with at least a Whirlwind or a Bull's Charge. Going for the Rampage. And this is a good tactic as well. The Rampage kind of forces Mechanus to use a lot of his utility. So even if he doesn't get any pressure down or any damage down, he is forcing Mechanus to use a lot of that utility. Forcing some of the stealth. As you can see, his health, his heal has been used. That was a beautiful barrage coming out from Mechanus, just annihilating Caleb. Trying to get them all. Nice evade by Caleb over here, just surviving a little bit longer over here. Trying to use the rush to create that gap. Nice job creating that distance. Nice whirlwind, trying to get the counter pressure, but the Maul gets the down over here, and Mechanus gets the win. Now, in true troll fashion, Mechanus letting the bird or letting the animal chew his opponent to death. Now we're going to be moving on to our next match, which is going to be another doozy. This one is going to be good, guys. I'm super excited to see our next match coming up. And this is only the quarterfinals. We haven't even hit the semifinals. So we've already seen 2-3 good matches. And this next match, this is the last match in our quarterfinals. And it's going to be good. It's going to be Storms versus... where was it? Storms versus Rainy. Yeah, that's who it was. Storms versus Rainy. This is gonna be good, boys. Get ready, man. Get your popcorn. This is gonna be a doozy. I think Storms is still running on his Warrior. Rainy is running. I'm not sure. I think she's running on Revenant. I believe that's what she's gonna be running today. They can say legacy mid node, only node allowed to be capped to first to 100. They can kite if they want, but they need to not let node get capped or GG. I kept falling off the stairs. Yeah, Kale. Nice try though, man, and thanks for coming. So we got Rainy on this side. He's got Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. He's got Sword, Sword, Staff. Classic Rainy's diehard with this Resistance and Marauder. Classic DPS. We did see Storms already in the other match running Axe Shield with Hammer. Ooh, goodness. Radiance with Demolisher. Defense, Discipline, and Spellbreaker. He's kind of baiting Rainy in, waiting for him to come in. Rainstall doesn't want to stand out in the open. He kind of wants to get the ability to use that hammer to his best of his ability. And by keeping Rainy corralled in this tight, confined quarters, he kind of gives him that opportunity to do so. And this is exactly what I mentioned, being patient, just kind of waiting. You know he's not AFK. 100% he's not AFK. He readied up. He's ready. And you can see he's already rampaged, using a nice staff 3 to mitigate some of that damage. And this is a good job by Rainy, not using most of the utility, just using evades and staff skills to kind of mitigate all of that rampage. Tries to get the Shackling Wave. Glint Elite doesn't catch you. Nice shield block by Reinstall War. And like I said, these guys are both top tier players. Nice back and forth. Good re-engage. And when you start to get the top tier player, you start to see that big, like, just burst of damage. And then they separate. And then they go back in for a burst of damage. Then they separate. Really nice stuff. As you can kind of see here, they're kind of poking and prodding, going in for the damage, separating, going in for the damage. And right now, Rainy's getting the better of the exchange between these two. Let's see what he's got for a heal over here. He is using a healing signet, so he's got to be careful on how much damage he does take. But when it comes to sustained game, I believe Reinstall does have it. Rainy does have to put a lot of that burst, but we saw most of what Rainy had already being exposed right there. So Reinstall being able to sustain most of it, only sitting at about half health. Now they're kind of going toe-to-toe. Devilmake here. The gloves have been dropped over here. Full balls to the walls. Reinstall coming out worse for wear on that one. Rainy trying to get out. Let's take a quick look at Rainy's cooldowns. Doesn't have much left to them. They do have their cooldown coming. Reinstall is a little low. Nice staff 5 coming out from Rainy. And then with the staff 1 to close it off. That was a beautiful combo. And now staff 1 is really, really, really slow. And they got that beautiful staff 5. And then right after, they knew they got it perfectly. We can see it right here. Beautiful. And then they got the staff 1 right on top of his head. That was very well executed. Plop. Beautiful. It does a lot of damage, but it's slow and the animation is very obvious. But comboed like that was very, very, very nice. So here we go into game 2, Rainy versus Storms. I wonder if Storms is going to take the same tactic, and I don't think he has much of an opportunity, doesn't have much of a choice. He does have a lot of gap closers. Warriors are notoriously quick. They have Whirlwind. He is running Hammer, though. He doesn't have that great sword, I don't believe. So he doesn't have that Whirlwind. He doesn't have that Rush. He does have the Bull's Charge. So his gap closers are a little bit, so that's probably why he's choosing to use this tactic to kind of stay in these tight quarters. But out of both exchanges, I think Rainey got the better of the exchanges out of both of the big melee battles that they had. Now kind of waiting them for the ready up. I'm going to let them know to ready up when ready. I'll post the brackets for you guys inside the Twitch chat for you one more time, so you can kind of see who's already participated and who's going to be participating in the semifinals. Really good turnout, guys. Really, really happy. 18 participants in here. Really nice, and it's always really funny because I get a couple new guys, especially when they sign up early, because I like to post the entire day, throughout the day. Maybe every 2 hours I'll post tournament. And he's like, there's only 3 people signed up. I'm like, don't worry, man. More people will sign up. And by the end of it, we had 18 total. So really, really, really good turnout. This is probably average around 14 to 18 per tournament everywhere. So really, really nice. And a lot of new guys. I think there's 4 or 5 new guys today. Really nice to see. Thank you guys and all of you. Welcome to the tournament. We do events every single day, man, after 8 p.m. Eastern time. So good exchange. He goes for the full rampage over here. Try to mitigate some of that damage. A nice job by Randy. Kind of waiting for that heal to proc up so he can't get any of that big burst damage coming out from Rainstall. Not able to use it. Still being patient. Sitting on it. Nice swap over. I think he's gone over to his... He's got the longbow over here, actually. Nice damage over here. Big burnings. 5 stacks of burning over here. Rainey is not ready for the burning. 6 stacks. He does get the glint elite. Is he able to clear it? Nice job by Rainey. Beautiful execution. Huge burn stacks, but use that to their advantage. Use the heal because there wasn't much pressure coming at him physically, but he used the big heal to kind of mitigate some of that burning and then cleared them when they got to the max extent of the burns. But now she kind of knows what he's running. He's got to be careful. Another 4 stacks. A lot of Condi cover. Not able to get the full extent of it down onto him, but now Rainstall's got the advantage. He's standing in the AoE. I bet he's trying to go for the clear kill. He's got 6 stacks of burn bleeding, but the bleeding doesn't do a lot. He goes into berserk mode. He's just able to heal up a bit. Does use the heal. Rainey looks like he's going in for the kill here. Lots of trouble over here coming from the Warrior. He's in the red zone. He's got to be careful. He's got to get some counter pressure down, but that's not enough. Rainey does get the down. That's our last match in the quarterfinals. That's Rainey moving forward. Really good job. Impressive performance from Rainey on this one. They're a veteran of our tournaments. So you see a lot of these veteran guys, they're always, when you see them come back, they're always very, very, very strong. They're always practicing, always entering into these, always going against different opponents, thinking of different strategies. And that's what we breed over here. Good, strong PvP players, man. Our next one, this is going to be a good one, guys. We're in the semifinals now. We also have a best of 3, our third place match. So if you do lose in the semifinals, don't go too far. We have a third place match. It's going to be 25 gold. This one is Kodo versus Lord of Nonsense. Kodo versus Lord of Nonsense, boys. This is going to be a doozy. And then we have another good match right after. All of these matches coming up. Both matches in the semifinals are going to be good. The third place is going to be good. And the finals, I don't know who it's going to be good, but I guarantee it's going to be good. Yeah, a lot of people, it's very, very, very funny, guys. Especially when I go to new areas and I solicit, they're like, oh, thieves are just going to go there and win all the tournaments. Or Ellies are going to go there and win all the tournaments. But you'd be very surprised what people bring to 1v1 settings, especially when you have to take into consideration there's a map mechanic and you can't just kind of sustain all the way till the end and win. Good job by coming out from Kodo, trying to get the push. I don't believe he got the Shackling Wave onto the Lord of Nonsense, trying to get the overcharge, but doesn't get her. Is the holographic shockwave. Excuse me. Wow. I didn't even get to see that, but this is what Kodo brings to the table. That massive amount of burst, and he's been playing a holo for a long, 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 long time, and he knows how to chain it really well. You can see the Photon Blitz followed up. Just really good burst coming out of Lord of Failure, excuse me. But Kodo got caught with his pants down here. Kodo's a very strong rev. That doesn't happen to him too often, and this is the kind of giving kudos to the skill of Lord as well. But we'll see how he kind of replies to this. Lord of Failure taking game 1 in the first game of our semifinals over here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a quick look at Kodo one more time. Devastation, Invocation, and Herald, Sword, Staff, Leadership with Marauders, Amulet. Let's take a quick look at Lord. He's running Rifle over here with Leadership and Demolisher. He's running Tools, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith, guys. And if I go a little quick through the builds, you can always go to the video later on. I'm going to save it into my highlights video so it'll always be there and you can see them. We just have to pause the frame when I get to their build and you'll be able to see it. Every single person's build is what I'll show you, and there's over 18 guys here today. So Lord of Failure kind of sitting back, and Kodo being a little more patient this time, giving a little more respect to Lord of Failure. And Lord of Failure can turn on the NOS in 2 seconds. It doesn't take him very long just to burst you down. You blink and all of a sudden you're down to 30% health. Very, very, very dangerous. And we've already seen him over here take out White Shorts, another strong competitor, and Kodo is no slouch, another very dominant competitor here as well. Nice burst coming out onto Kodo, just caught him with the shockwave when he was going in for the entry. Kodo's in big trouble. Oof, really, really good job. Let's take a look at that replay, guys. That was beautiful. You see him getting the Corona burst and the shockwave ready. He ports in, gets him in the shockwave, goes right over to the net shot to hold him in place. The blunderbuss over top, gets him with the shield wall to mitigate any damage. Just completely cucked him on that one. Very, very good. Yeah, definitely, and won, man. And won his ass on that one. But Kodo's a strong dude. And that's just kudos to Lord Nonsense. Holy moly, that was really nice stuff. Really good play, man. Really good timing. All around nice stuff. We do have a third place match, Kodo, so don't go too far if you want to redeem yourself, my friend. Our next match is going to be Rainy versus Mac. Rainy versus Mac. This is going to be a good one. This is that wily little ranger. The slippery, slippery ranger over here. He's going to be facing against Rainy. So this is going to be another tough competitor for Mac. Actually, Mac had Kale was not the strongest competitor. He came in, Kale, to his credit, he came in very, very cold. He was waiting an hour to fight. So kind of just sitting and spectate. Let's see if Mac is still here. Yeah, he is. This is going to be good, guys. This is going to be good. Get the fucking popcorn for this one. Rainy over here running the classic DPS, Invocation, Devastation, and Herald. We saw both revs in here today, and one rev running with Condi. Sword, Staff running with Resistance and Menders. We got Mechanis over here. See you again with the longbow and the mighty greatsword running Rune of the Fighter with Demolisher's Amulet, Beast Mastery, Wilderness, and Soul Beast. Now, like we said, Ranger has a lot of kite ability, incredible kite ability, but at the same time, Revenant, if used properly, especially DPS Revenant, has a lot of gap closers. So it's very curious to see if Rainy tries to force the Druid to use the gap creator first, so he uses a lot of his kite ability moves and then uses the gap closer, or if Rainy uses the gap closer to close the gap and then kind of goes through them before they have the opportunity. Nice AoE drop down. Nice. I think that was an immobile. I'm not entirely sure what I saw over there. I think he might have gone into an invuln. Mac trying to use the LOS and the no port spot, going into the greatsword block. Rainy seeing it and noticing it really quickly, trying to get the maul. Evades right from the maul. A lot of quick gameplay going over here, guys. If you're not quick, you're not noticing it over here. There's a lot of skill going on around here. Quick last second decisions and evades. Nice job with the barrage, trying to keep the pressure up onto Rainy. Nice glint elite, evades right through it. Good stun right back. Beautiful worldly impact right onto Rainy. Goes in right for the glint heal. Nice job. Beautiful exchange coming out of both those participants. I think I'm going to give that one to Mac on that exchange for that one. Very, very, very impressive. And worldly impact is very difficult. Nice barrage. He gets cucked, but the barrage actually pushed Rainy off and ended up not getting able to get the rapid fire right on top of it. Not the barrage, but the knockback. I believe it's called, what is that thing called? Oh, let me go back to the action over here. Nice, another good exchange. Sword 3 coming out from Rainy over here. Nice mitigation. Mechanus trying to fear them off with the worldly impact. He doesn't have much left in the tank. Does go into greatsword. Stealth is created, creating a little bit of confusion for Rainy. Nice barrage over there. I believe it's called point blank shot to knock back. Yeah, that's it. Nice job to the AoE. Rainy uses the heal. Nice job by Rainy. Really starting to find a rhythm now. Starting to find how this playstyle of Mechanist, and they might have their number. As you can see, that Mechanist hasn't been able to put any counter pressure up onto Rainy. Mechanist does use the heal. We got 15 seconds left in this map mechanic. This is where you got to start looking at your cooldowns and trying to make sure that you have something to go into that map mechanic and make sure you're topped up. This is a little difficult for a Revenant. Now Rainy won't be able to use their heal. Maybe they'll be able to get a couple seconds out of there if they're very quick on it. No, they're not able to. Now we're into the map mechanic. No healing is involved, and that's Mechanics. It doesn't have no chance. Quick port coming out from Rainy right onto him with the shackling wave. Let's take a quick look at that replay, guys, and kind of enjoy that engagement again. That was a really, really nice fight. I really enjoyed watching both of them. Really good exchanges between both of those individuals. There's a lot of back and forth, and this is not failing to entertain. Really, 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 really good. So here we go into game 2. Rainy versus McKennis, and then after this we're going to be going into our game, our third place match, which is going to be so far Kodo, and then the loser of this match, or the one who doesn't pass or doesn't win. I don't like saying loser too much, it just sounds kind of harsh and a lot of people get upset sometimes. I'm not a loser, okay? No, you're not. So here comes Mechanics versus Rainy, and now Mechanics has got to really put up or shut up on this one. He's really got to keep the pressure up. He's got to kind of be a little more unpredictable, because halfway through that round, you kind of found Rainy got into the groove, kind of felt, kind of got a good feeling for how they like to play, and kind of got their number. Nice point-blank shot on that one. Tries to get the barrage. Rainy quickly going down the steps to try to create that LOS, mitigate half of that, if not 3/4 of that barrage coming down. Nice job with the great sword block on the engage from Rainy on this one. Shackling Wave doesn't attack. Nice job by Rainy trying to close off his exit from the top. That AoE is very, very threatening. Most players will not even go through it, go the opposite way around. So good job. Nice point blank shot again, followed up by the barrage from Mechanics. Really keeping the pressure up, not engaging too hard, being a little careful. He has just used strength of the pack, so it looks like he is going in for the countermeasure. Nice counter pressure by Rainy over here. That was supposed to be Mechanics' burst, but he wasn't able to connect. Nice point blank, mitigating that big Glinter lead coming out. Nice. He's trying to get some good pot shots in. He's actually doing quite a good job over here, just on the gun, on run and gun over here. Rainy doesn't have the heal. I haven't seen them swap Legend back. Let's say, wait, nice point blank again, trying to get that barrage, but that was better positioning coming out from Mechanics. Nice pressure coming out from Rainy. Big trouble, doesn't have the heal. Nice job by Mechanics getting the down onto Rainy. We're going into a game 3. This is the last game in our semifinals, and what fitting and what better way to go into it or leave it with a game fucking 3. Beautiful job by Mechanics, and I think that all started off on the run and gun. He was doing a really good job, just kind of running and pot shotting, and then when he found his opportunity, seeing Mechanics getting really low, he caught him in a couple CCs, and he noticed that he wasn't able to kind of break out of them. He said, you know what, let me go for it, I'm going full ham. He bit down on the piece of steak there, and he got his good, got his meal, man, he got his meal. 1-1 series, Rainy versus Mechanics. We're going down into a game 3. None of them have a cushion anymore. Lots of pressure. They still have the opportunity to fight in a game 3 or a third place match if one of them does choose or does lose. So we will have the pleasure and the opportunity to watch them perform one more time. And once again, guys, thanks again for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate it. No problem at all, Deuce. This has been a good one, man. 18 people, and this one has been very entertaining. And Deuce is another staple in the Discord and a staple of these tournaments. Really solid dude. I've known him for a long time. What's up, Deuce? Another good exchange coming out from both of them. Nice evade from Rainy, getting away from that big maul. Now he's switching over to Greatsword and trying to keep Rainy away. Nice positioning by Mechanics. Roll back into a point blank and a barrage. Rainy trying to use that staff 3 and 5 to close the gap and get back into melee range with Mechanics. Another a good exchange coming out of both of them. Drops the AoE to try to keep the cleave down, and now a port of invis from Mechanics to try to get away and wait for a little bit of his cooldowns. He has used strength of the pack, so his big main burst. Nice pushback coming out from the Greatsword. Worldly impact unfortunately misses. He does have the point blank, goes into stealth again. Rainy kind of trying to stay up top. Nice CC coming out point blank with the rapid fire. This could be huge. Let's take a look at Rainy over here, 6 seconds away from the heal. Mechanics might be able to take it. Rainy's just got to kite for a little longer. The window of opportunity is closing on Mechanics. There's the heal popped up. Now Mechanics doesn't realize. He does realize in the nick of time. He's able to stop the damage. Rainy's able to get some sort of counter pressure up. The Mechanics is still fully topped up. This is going to be dangerous over here. Rainy's in the red zone over here. Mechanics might be able to take it. Worldly impact barrage is put up, and Mechanics ends up taking it in a game 3. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rainy is fighting for a third place match right now, guys. So it's Rainy versus Kodo, third place match. Ooh, Lord. And then once again, another solid comment coming out from Mechanus. He's like, I got lucky. Would have lost both if I didn't get plasma at the right time. So really nice dude. No trolling, no BMing. Just really, really solid dude. Respect for both of the competitors. Thank you so much, guys. So third place match is Rainy versus Kodo. Both none of them are here, so we're going to go right to the finals, guys. Best of 5 is the finals. Best of 5 series is the finals, guys. The creme de la creme. The cream is risen. He got stuck. Good fight. The cream is risen to the top here, guys. Best of 5 series. Mac versus Lord. Here we go, guys. Mac versus Lord. Best of 5 series. This is going to be a good one. And you know what? Since we're not doing a third place match, we're going to end up doing 100 gold to second place and 200 gold to first place. So it was supposed to be 75 gold to second, but we're going to give them third place winnings because those guys aren't here, so we're just going to give it to them. So good job out of both of you guys to make it all the way to the finals over here. I expect nothing but very good showmanship and very good quality play style. You know what I'm trying to say here, guys. Come on now. I've been doing this for 2 hours. I'm starting to run out of words here. Tools, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith. We got Rifle, Leadership, and Demolisher. Let's take a look at Mechanus on this side. He's running still a Longbow, Greatsword, running Rune of the Fighter with Demolisher. He's got Beast Mastery, Wilderness, and Soul Beast. So running in with the Photon Wall to try to mitigate most of that damage, getting good pressure onto him. Holy moly! Worldly Impact Barrage Salute, goodbye. Send him the check, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's taking this one to go. Ooh, Lord, that was a really good barrage coming out from Mechanus. And that was Lord of Failure trying to come back and try to do the same thing to him. You expected maybe that he had the barrage, but he just got in there and annihilated him. Bathe in blood, my brother. Really good fight. That was really entertaining. Yeah, Kale. And once again, a testament to you, sir. This man potentially could be the winner of the 1v1 today. So a lot less pressure on you for losing that. It's not a bad thing to lose to the guy who wins the tournament. Yeah, there you go. Lord is another one who's in the semi-finals. And Lord is not going to take this sitting down, guys. I assure you. Lord of Failure is a very, very, very strong competitor. And Mac got a very good barrage, very good combo. Caught him sleeping, actually. And was able to get the good pressure down onto him. Here we go. Lord of Failure is trying to get the... Using the LOS. It's a tight spot over there. Get the Shackling Wave. Nice port over here. Completely invuln. Nice Prime Light Beam. Good evade by Mechanus. A little slow. I thought he was going to go for the feint on the Prime Light Beam, but he went fully with it and committed to it. Lord of Failure trying to back out a bit. Let's see if Mechanus' cooldowns. He has used Strength of the Pack, so it's available to him. Most of that, the big danger, is gone. But Lord of Failure is still sitting at half health. Let's take a look at his healing turret. It is coming back up. And Mechanus is coasting through this right now. No pressure coming out from Lord. He hasn't been able to really connect on Mechanus. Mechanus is using the terrain well, kiting really well, using the CCs and stuns at perfect times. Now let's see how Lord Faye responds to this. This is the second time where he's kind of been snub-nosed over here, or snubbed over here. Healing turret is coming back, but he has no reply. Trying to get away, uses the jump shot. Healing turret has been used. He's trying to get some pressure down. He does manage to get him down to 75, but Mechanus fully resustains. Barrage used again. He's just taking pot shots everywhere he can. Lord of Failure doesn't know what to do. He's kind of at a little bit of a loss. He's at sitting really low, 36% health. Mechanus still sitting really high. Tries to get the surprise Prime Light Beam, but somehow Mechanus evades that. Going back into the spawn area, try to lure him in a little bit. Mechanus does have the Greatsword going in with Longbow on top of it. No fucks were given today. Lord of Failure creating a little bit more of a gap. Maybe he's trying to draw him into the map mechanic, and this could be a tactic that Lord of Failure can use. We got 15 seconds left in the map mechanic. Lord of Failure does have a lot of utility. His healing turret is there, so if he needs to use it just before the end, let's take a look at Mechanus' cooldowns. He won't have the Strength of the Pack for a while into the cooldown. Mechanus does get some good pressure onto a Lord of Failure. Here we go into the map mechanic. Now it's being engaged. There's no more healing. Mechanus is sitting way back in the back. Gets him with a nice net shot. He's able to completely immobilize through that. Pushes him into the barrage and right into the AoE. Mechanus is looking really stellar over here. Got him into the AoE. There's nothing that Lord of Failure can do. He gets him in the down. That's 2-0 right now for Mechanus in the best of 3 series. And I have, keep in mind, guys, I have seen finals go this way where the other opponent was down 2-0 and he actually came back and ended up winning the rest of the tournament and winning all of the games in a row. It just takes a little bit of adjustment sometimes, you know what I mean? Maybe they tried one thing, it didn't work, tried another, it didn't work, and maybe the third time's a charm. But I'm very excited to see how this goes. But wow, what a good job by Mechanus over here. Really putting on a good show, like I thought. Very, very, very impressive stuff. So here we go. This is going to be game 3, guys. We're also going to be doing a little 10 gold giveaway at the end of the stream, guys. A little 10 gold giveaway. It's just a little way for me to say thank you for participating in my way of saying thanks. So if you guys are interested, you'll be able to participate in that. I'll open up the Nightbot in a minute. So we already got these two guys engaging. Lord of Failure trying to go for the counter pressure onto him, or trying to get some pressure onto him. But Mechanus using the shoulder really, really well, kind of mitigating most of that. Lord of Failure again trying to get the jump shot, doesn't able to connect. He does have that... not the endure pain, but you know what it is, the complete invul. Nice pressure, tries to get the shockwave, does manage to get him down on one of them. He is getting really low. Mechanus is getting a little complacent over here. Lord of Failure smells a little bit of blood, trying to get on top of him. I think his heal has been used. Let me take a quick look over here. Yeah, his troll engine has been used. He's sitting at 4K. Lord of Failure has to take advantage of this. He's closing the gap, trying to get on top of him. Oh, and he gets the plasma just in the nick of time once again. And the troll engine, or the wee heal as one, just comes up. I think that window of opportunity just closed and shut on him. So guys, like I said, we're also doing a giveaway for 10 gold at the end of the tournament. If you are interested in participating in this giveaway, just type 1v1 into the Twitch chat. 1v1 like I just did. 1v1 into the Twitch chat to enter the giveaway. It's 10 gold. Any and all are welcome to join on that. Followers and subscribers get way more luck. So 1v1 in the Twitch chat for a 10 gold giveaway, guys. A little something to give to you guys just for watching. Nice world. The Impact Lord of Failure is in a little bit of trouble. He's got to get that counter pressure onto Mechanus. He's just sitting there really healthy. And that's Lord Mechanus that takes it. Let me send him his gold. That's 200 gold for you. Thank you so much for participating, sir. And then we got Lord of Failure. That's 100 gold for you, sir. Thank you so much for participating. I really do appreciate it. And thanks to all of you guys for participating. I really do appreciate it, man. All the guys watching, all the guys helping, all the guys donating, the guys who followed, the guys who subscribed. You guys are all really, really, really good. So we're doing a little bit of a giveaway. It's 10 gold. Just type 1v1 into the Twitch chat. Looks like Alex is the only guy who's going for the 1v1, so that's okay. I don't mind giving him 10 gold. He was really nice. Also, guys, take a look at my highlights video. You'll be able to see all my past events there. This is the Discord, so if you want to keep track of events that I do. If you want to win Gold Mad City, type 1v1 into the Twitch chat. 1v1 into the Twitch chat. That's the Discord to join our community and keep track of all events that we do. I post in there daily, guys. And these are other streamers that I highly recommend that you take a look at. I really, really do recommend that you take a look at these guys. Try to support your fellow streamers as much as you can. I'm going to ship you off to my boy Roy, man. We're doing the giveaway now. Before the giveaway, guys, last chance. Closing the giveaway in 30 seconds. 1v1 into the Twitch chat like you just saw me type. 1v1 into the Twitch chat if you want to participate in this giveaway. Last chance. We're closing it up. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. We're closing. We're closing. We're closing. 1v1 into the Twitch chat. Here we go. Here we go. 1v1. 1v1. And here we go. I'm rolling it. Our winner is Alex Rosenquist. Woo! Alex Rosenquist, if you can, type your whisper me in game. If you're not in game, this is me, Bloodhound1674. If you're not in game, just whisper me. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now I'm going to host you guys over to Roy. He's a really good shoutcaster, really good Guild Wars 2 streamer, and he's been a partner for Guild Wars 2 for a long time. So I'm going to send you over to him, give him a big hello. Really solid dude. So thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Really good competition. I'll put it in my highlights. You'll see it later. No problem, Alex. I'm going to send you your 10 gold very soon, sir.